I need it to come now. You can make it come.
When the woman was 8 months pregnant, she insisted on giving birth early, and all of it was because of her husband's laziness. They were out of money, yet her husband still lay at home, unwilling to find a job. All she wanted was a stroller for their baby, but her husband accused her of being too greedy. She had no choice but to ask her parents for money to support the household. With no other option, the man finally went out to look for work, but he arrived too late. The dock manager had already chosen his workers. The next day, when the midwife came for a prenatal checkup, the woman proudly showed off the new stroller her husband had bought. Her face beamed with happiness, but what she didn't know was her husband had sold his hook used for loading cargo just to barely pay the deposit for the stroller. Without the hook, he could no longer work and spend his days sitting in a bar. But lies are always uncovered eventually. One day, the woman happily went to the dock to bring her husband lunch, only to be told by the boss that he had never worked there. Knowing the truth, the woman could no longer tolerate her useless husband. She went home and had a massive argument with him.
I can't carry you and all. You ain't no good for me. I want you gone.
But what the woman never expected was that the next day, her husband collapsed at the dock, bleeding from his mouth and nose. It turned out that he hadn't gone to work for half a year because his body had grown too weak to do hard labor, but he had been too afraid to tell her. Seeing her husband lying weakly in the hospital bed, she was filled with regret and helplessness. When she learned that he was going to die, she made a difficult decision. She asked the midwife to help induce labor.
Johnny's got days to live, and he must see this baby, so I need it to come now. You can make it come.
With the midwife's help, she successfully gave birth to a baby boy. She immediately brought the child to her husband's hospital room. By then, the man was already near death.
I love you both. I want to stay.